Is there a good reason to get a flight controller better or more expensive than the SpeedyBee? Arguably, no. Arguably, no. Like, the SpeedyBee F405 is incredibly capable, and SpeedyBee have done a great job of mitigating the drawbacks of the F4 processor in terms of the UARTs. There are so many UARTs, and the pad layout is so flexible that you give up almost nothing by using the SpeedyBee F405. Actually, the weak part of that is the ESC, and I actually had somebody point out to me that Foxier ESCs are almost indestructible. Foxier makes great ESCs, and they pointed out that the Foxier ESC has the matching pinout to the SpeedyBee flight controller, and said what they like to do is buy a SpeedyBee flight controller and a Foxier ESC and put them together. And I was like, wow, that's a great idea. So unless you really want like an H7 flight controller to do ArduPilot, I think the SpeedyBee F405. I mean, I think you could even do ArduPilot on the F4. Although I don't know if there's specifically a target for the SpeedyBee. I think somebody pointed out that there was. So, not really. Like, you could argue that cheap ESCs die sooner and you should buy a good ESC. But as far as cheap flight controllers go, I don't see any reason not to use the SpeedyBee F405. What's the difference between the SpeedyBee F405 V3 and V4? The V3 had a couple bugs. Didn't the V3 have the bug where if the SD card was inserted, the OSD didn't work? This is the V3, but I can't verify that because I don't have the VTX hooked up to it. I would get the F4, the V4. The V3 had some bugs, and I would stay away from it.